Lovely, jubbly, just tricked you there. God, look at the signal. That's got to be reviewed, especially on the Perfect Draft Pro. And it's quite a lot heavier. Especially on the oh, Jesus. Right, here we are. Good afternoon, people. What can we say? Homecoming, Robbie Williams. It's my homecoming to London yesterday. Right, how can I start this? So what this is basically, this is a bit about the brewery tour, a bit about the whole day, basically. And I'll show you some of the things that we got from Camden. Firstly, I must put out an excellent shout to Dan, Jack, and the Perfect Draft team, because without them it wouldn't have happened, would it?
Yeah, they organised everything for us, and it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, especially Dan and Jack went above and beyond. And yeah, thank you so much. As I've already said to you, Dan,
really appreciate that.
It was a day, and Dan even checked at night that if it was going well. You know, he's not working at night. He's
yeah, so that was lovely.
Yeah, really thoughtful, and yeah, I've shared some pictures with Dan that I meant to share online. But basically, we went to London, as most of you know, due to the German gymnasium video. I did the weights. Didn't do very well, did I? I did weights on the way back. Trust me.
The bill was a bit heavy.
But yeah, we had a beer each in there, a Rufus Weizen beer, as a lot of you know, as I say in the last video, and we had what you would call a couple of snacks at a bill of, what was it, £46.54. Yeah, I get the point. That's London. Jesus Christ, come on. Michelle had a bowl of soup. I had a sausage with about 20 chips. It's not good.
Can't say it wasn't good. It
was nice taste good.
It did taste good. The beer was brilliant, but the bill was hefty.
Yeah, for that. Christ, imagine doing a session in there. I'd have to be a builder. If I was a builder, you know, there's a certain two that could drink in there all day and all night. Right. As I say, that was good. The food was great, and the Rufus was great. We so nearly stopped, but we knew that you don't want to get messy, and plus £7.50 a pint plus 13.5% tax. Slow down. Right. Anyway, so that's fast forward. We go to the hotel that Jack and Dan sorted out for us. And that was right there. Well, actually, I made a bit of a mess up because it's also not cathedral. What's it? The road. What's it?
Chapel.
Like a chapel as well. So we turned up. We're sweating it out because we only got a train ticket to King's Cross. And I said, it's an 18-minute walk. Can't. Let's walk the sausage and beer off.
Yes, let's have a bit of a walk.
And Michelle wants to walk a lot at the moment as well. So rather than messing around with the tubes, because I had 2 bags, because I don't let her hold anything. That's the sort of guy I am. Actually, not really, but no. And then it was a simple walk, right? We got lost on the walk. It was getting really hot.
It was getting warm.
I was dying for a pee, and it was like, oh, there's going to be a disaster. Then I'm following Google Maps, and they take me to this chapel. And I'm like, oh no. And she's like, you idiot, you've done it again.
You took us to the wrong place.
You took us to the wrong place.
It was actually the hotel.
It was actually the hotel, which was absolutely bang central.
It was a wonderful location, yeah.
You literally walked up the top of the road from the hotel, literally about 20 yards, and bang, you're right in the middle of Camden, the main street where Camden Lock is and everything. So yeah, that was fantastic. I didn't do any video footage because I just didn't, you know, it was just, but it was, the room was as it is in London.
It was very clear.
Out of the window. I had a shower, and the shower and the toilet were all done out well.
It was
obviously, the room was small. You're going to get that in London. We know that. We're not silly. But yeah, anyway, so then that's fast forward. Right? So then we're going to Camden Town Brewery, which I thought was by Camden Lock to the left. But I'm a Wally. So yeah. And that was a little bit further a walk, which was good, wasn't it? But it wasn't too far.
It was easy enough.
Less than a kilometre from the hotel, wasn't it? So we get there, and I said, Have I not heard from Dan? Oh dear, looks like I'm going to have to pay the bill tonight. I said, I'll get him for this. And I'll say to her, let's not drink so much, let's enjoy the time here, wasn't it? And everything. So, yeah. And then we brought a couple of beers because we were early for the tour. So I went for the Italian Pilsner, which I meant to review, but I'll go into that later. We were sat outside drinking them. And then this bloke just comes up and says, "Oh, you're Paul." It's like, yeah. He said, "Oh, yeah, bar tab, £100." And I'm like, drink up, true.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they refunded me what I'd already paid out.
Drink.
Yeah, the original 2 drinks back to my card. Took my card and refunded that and said, no, have that back on your card and everything. So, yeah, we did that, didn't we? We sat there and then we met loads of other people because there was about 14 of us, weren't there, on the tour?
Yeah. It was a good bunch of people on the tour as well.
Really good bunch of people. And the first shout out must come to Jess. He's from Iceland, Scandinavian chap. Yeah. We've done the tour. Very knowledgeable. Yeah. Put up with me when I've had a few, which, as a lot of you know, can be annoying. No, he kind of humoured me, should we say? But he knew that I knew my stuff and he knew his stuff. And the thing is with the tour, I wasn't expecting a lot, especially then you've got the Spurs Arsenal thing, which
actually isn't a big thing for them.
It's not a big thing for them, no.
There's no Arsenal picture.
It's a great story of how Camden came, and it's worth the tour just for that.
We won't tell you about that in case someone
it just spoils it. And that's why I'd actually sweet talked him so I could do some video footage. But it just didn't feel right when you were in conversation all the time, sat there with a camera and
and he was very knowledgeable. It was nice to listen to what he was saying, wasn't it?
Yeah, and like he said, well, don't video the whole thing. And I was like, no, I wouldn't do that. But that was the idea, was that I could do bits on video, and I didn't bother in the end because we were just talking a lot and everything. But then anyway, you got your first beer on the tour. Now this was the first surprise of the evening because they said it's Camden House, and I thought, oh god, yeah, my favourite. I do like that, and I did tell him I struggled with a review with it, and I don't find it that great. Which is just being honest. But it was Camden House unfiltered. Mm. Now we had this following the Italian Pilsner that we'd had each, and I tell you what, it was decent.
It was good, wasn't it? Yeah.
It was really good. So then you go through into the back bit, which will follow with some of this, what I'm going to show you from there in a minute. Mm. You go through into this other bit where there's all these barrels there, and there's every can and bottle that they've done. I did get some pictures, but they're really crap, aren't they? But then you all sit down and you get your tasting things with 5 different beers. So you have to guess all the beers. Well, you have to guess 3 of them because obviously 2 of them you don't know.
Obvious.
Yeah, one of them was really obvious. I can't remember what number 4 was now, but never mind. Oh, of course, yeah, which is here, yeah. So my brain's a bit, I'm not that bright anyway. But yeah, so that was that situation, and you sat there. We picked them all out, and made sure everyone else did.
I picked them out from the aroma.
Yeah.
And then tasting them, I'm sure. Yeah.
So yeah, and then he went into a bit of detail, obviously about the beers and everything, which was really good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everything was explained to us, and as I say, Jess was professional from start to finish. It's a shame he didn't hang around once. I was going to buy him a beer. Yeah. But he I don't know, for whatever reason, he might have had. I think he'd had an hour with me and thought, going. Or just the tour did run over time. They said it's an hour. It was more like an hour and a quarter. So yeah, and then you went through, into where the beer's brewed and everything, and he explained everything from the start to the finished process, and you saw literally everything. And the talk was absolutely spot on, wasn't it? And then you got another pint afterwards, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, and so most people hung around, didn't they?
Yeah.
We were all in the bar after, and of course I'm trying to drink the bar bill, wasn't I? So then we went into the bar, and that was where it got really more interesting, didn't it? Because everyone was having a good chat and everything. And then the good thing was that the manager had told me that I could buy whatever I wanted with my £100, and that I could have a couple of beers on them. And I was like, oh, okay, because it was my anniversary. So that was really nice as well, wasn't it? So yeah, then we met Tommy, didn't we? Now Tommy went out of his way, and I'm sorry, Tommy, if you watch this video, if I've done your head in a bit, but I was just question, because I was trying to find out everything. It was only a young fella, and obviously there was 2 other girls who were really good as well. But
Yeah.
I took a shine to Tommy, so Tommy kind of
I
got.
was chatting away with you. He
Yeah.
was quite happy to answer your questions and everything. And I thought that was really great because he was a young man, but very knowledgeable one for his age.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant when he went above and beyond
Yeah.
for us, you know, and he was explaining everything so well, wasn't he? And it was like, I should be writing all this down here. And we did a tester for him, which was, I was really pleased that he let us do that. Us and the other couple that we were talking to with at the time, which was good, of a beer that is going to come out very soon, which I can't open my big mouth for once. It makes a change, doesn't it? But you will see that one very soon, which is very interesting. And then also, there's a couple of new beers that I've got, which I'm going to get out of the fridge in a minute, which are very shortly coming out. One of them has already been advertised. One of them, as well, that they gave us, is actually just been canned.
Yeah.
Literally in the last couple of days. And they said, yeah, give that a go, give that a shot. So actually, I'll get them while we're on the strength of that.
Yeah. Show what they are. Yeah. It was just a really lovely experience because we've done brewery tours before. But this one didn't disappoint. It was good. So
we have a hazy lager on the Archer 555 series called Punch. It's a hazy lager. It comes in at 6% ABV, and this is one of the new ones. I think this is the one that was really, and it's the yeast is a Bavarian lager.
Yeah.
And this is part of the thing with Pizza Pilgrims. For Londoners are watching this, they'll know this place, and it's a pairing thing.
Yeah.
What Camden just doing, this Napoli lager, 4.8% ABV, is due out very soon.
Yeah,
I believe it's been on emails, advertising and everything. That one might be the next week or something, but it's soon. And then there's
those 2 are the new ones, and they're looking interesting, aren't they? Looking forward to trying those. Yeah,
we'll definitely get one of them reviewed, I would think, today. And then comes another interesting bit. And this first came about when we were in the bit with the barrels. There's all these massive barrels behind where he's talking and everything. And then there comes this barrel-aged lager.
And look at that.
And look at the name.
So I was straight on that. I was like, wow, I've got to have me one of those.
So, yeah, we ended up with 2 of them.
And they are
even got the box.
Really quite strong.
Yeah. Now, this is something, I don't know, someone might be able to educate me on this, but I've never had a Pilsner, which this is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's definitely a Pilsner. Yeah, the malt's Pilsner, wheat and rice. The yeast is Bavarian lager. This cost £18 for this, but it's called Love Barrel Aged Lager, and it comes in, as I say, at 9.5% ABV. Obviously, because of the surname from Michelle.
Yeah, I wanted one of those. A lot.
And where we were doing it, where we were having the, don't make yourself sound like, where we were sat on the tour, the barrels behind us were where this was actually aged. Yeah. And they're really proud of this. I've looked everywhere on YouTube to see if someone had done it.
And nobody's done it. So.
And nobody's done it, unfortunately. Probably the £18 price tag. I don't know, put people off, but you know, it's a 750ml bottle rather than the 40. It's strong. It's strong and it's limited. Once it's gone, that's it. So yeah, we will get on that over the next few days. Then I picked up a few cans of Bellini because Michelle took a shine to it. Yeah. This has been out a couple of months.
Yeah, this Bellini lager was absolutely lovely.
5.2%.
It's got actual peaches in it. And it really is. It's not overly sweet or anything. It's just got this wonderful peach infusion to it. And I was most taken with that.
Michelle was drinking that on draft as well in there, which was good. Whereas I was sticking mainly with the Italian Pilsner because I took a right shine for that for the first time. And then we just got some cans, you know, easy. We've never reviewed that. The off-menu IPA. Obviously, I had to pick them 2 up because I just had to. I don't know why. And then, of course, Michelle got a jumper.
Yeah. Which I really took to the colour of this. I haven't got anything in this colour, so I was really like, I love that.
And luckily, I couldn't get anything because nothing would fit me. Thank God. Otherwise, the bill would have been cutting higher and higher. But overall, it was an absolutely excellent time.
But it was a really good experience. If someone said, "Would you recommend that?" I would highly recommend it as well.
Yeah, I would. You know, I struggle with the Tottenham thing, as a lot of you know, and everything. But really, it's nothing to do.
Yeah.
They basically got the contract at Arsenal Football Club, and loads of Arsenal fans subscribe to them to get their beers each month. That's pretty much it. They're making the company money. It's clever. The old owner that made it, it would never be there if it weren't for him.
Yeah.
Was a diehard Arsenal fan, the Australian fella. You know, where'd you go? As I say, without.
Yeah, it just.
It's better to hear it if you go on a tour or read it on Google. I don't know.
Make it out good.
Yeah, no, it's not. But yeah. Oh, and also got a couple of these little beauties, the little testing glasses.
And then, this is just stout glass. It's got little labels on it.
Stout glass. So yeah, there's only a couple of glasses. That's good for us, isn't it?
Yeah.
You took them, not me. I was actually given mine from a member of staff. Ah, see.
I took a shot to those little testing glasses.
Yeah, you can't take her anyway, you see. But yeah, as I say, overall, it was great. As I say, thanks again to Perfect Draft, all the team, for arranging it for our anniversary. And thanks again to Tommy for his attention to detail. I think he'll go far with AB and Bev, don't you?
I think he will. He was very, very good.
I have a feeling he'll be a manager one day, probably bar me. No, seriously. But yeah, thanks for watching. But as I say, that's pretty much what happened, isn't it? Because I had to carry all this lot back.
And he was picking it all up. He didn't think about having to carry it all the way to train stations and things.
It was already heavy.
And it was really heavy.
You would have thought, with what Michelle packed, we were going away for a week. Well, I'm just not going to go into it. You didn't carry anything. All she carried was a handbag. It's what it's called being a gentleman. You know, I like to do my bit. So, as I say, that's pretty much it. If I get this uploaded, we're on a live tonight. SJ's on. His game's out. So hopefully, and Al from Spice and Easy might be on. So
there we go.
I couldn't tell you anymore. That's all I know. And that should end. Here we